Hello everybody, I'm back with another knife review. As you can see, I have a different setup today and I got more light. So what I have in front of me is a Boker Plus Armed Forces Spearpoint folder. So let me go ahead and take this out and show everybody. Alright, so I'll get that out of the way. So here's the knife right here. So before we begin, let's go over the specs as usual. So right now, at a closed length, we have about a little bit over 4-inch long handle. The cutting edge is 2 3/4, and so this is almost about a 7-inch long knife. It weighs in at 3.2 ounces, and it uses 440C for blade steel, and it has textured G10 handles. All right, so let's go and begin. So let's start with the handle size here. So a closed length, you can see it's pretty compact. So it's nice and slim. As I close my hand and turn my palm over, you can tell I can almost palm the entire knife. So it's not a very long knife indeed. So it's very nice and compact. Now, what I do like is, and let me just zoom in and show you guys, this is like the best part of the entire knife here. You notice how there's jimping all the way around the entire knife. I love this. And this is not smooth jimp, or this is not a rounded off either. This is hard cut jimping. All the way around the knife is all hard cut. So it's just awesome. I mean, the grip on this is just great, along with the textured G10 and the dual tangs, which also have jimping on them as well. See if I can get a there you go. So they're jimping on both sides. And this knife is not coming out of your hand no matter what grip. So you can have like a reverse grip, or you can put it in a standard grip. I mean, this knife is staying in your hand. It's great, and it's nice and small and light. So let me zoom back in here. I'm going to show you the pocket clip here really quick. Now, pocket clip is great because it's nice and small. It's very stiff. I mean, you gotta really work at to bend it out. Now that the only problem with this is actually there's a couple problems. First of all, it's very tight. See how it's just like no space under here whatsoever. So this is gonna shred your pants pocket if you clip it repeatedly to it. Also, look how high ride this clip is. I mean, this is like a good almost an inch, 3/4 of an inch sticking out of your pants here. But the cool thing, it is tapped on all 4 corners, although it's not much better on this corner because look, you still got like that 3/4 of an inch sticking out of your pants pocket because they tapped it down here. I wish they would have drilled it out here. So, but at any rate, it is drilled on all 4 corners, so it is reversible. So that's kind of nice. I wish more knives did that. It's the pivot screw is nice because it uses a traditional Phillips head flathead. A flathead screwdriver to adjust. So it's kind of neat. This is an open pillar or open design with the pillar construction, so you can tell you can just blow out any kind of dirt or any kind of dust you have in there. It does have dual stainless steel liners in here, as you can see. Now, the liner lock here is actually kind of thin, which has kind of had me worried. So you can see how thin that liner lock is. Let me go and disengage it for you guys. All right, see that? And then you flick it open. Yeah, look at that. I don't know. This liner lock's got me worried, but this is very tight lockup. There's like no movement left, right, up or down. The thumb studs here, they are checkered and they're double as the blade stops. Now the cool thing about the thumb studs here is that it actually are functional. You can actually use them as opposed to a lot of them where is this mainly used for blade stop. You can actually use these and open the blade up. Or you can use the flippers. Now, but primarily you're probably just going to be using the flippers anyways because you know, it's much easier to just push on the flipper to deploy the knife. So now while we're zoomed in, let's go and show you the blade here. Now they have a small switch taking out the tip here. So it kind of makes it thins it out for and it's able to be used as a nice piercing blade. It's got a nice belly. And it's got a small bit of serrations here. This is only about half an inch worth of serrations here. So it's kind of neat. It's a hollow grind. You know, about a quarter away from the top, it starts to grind. So the blade is actually sort of thin. It's rather thin actually, but. And let's go ahead and show you how this thing opens up here. Now this is a very nice because it is a true ambidextrous, so left-handed. Whoops. I didn't get quite enough wrist flick on that, so you do have to give it a little bit of wrist flick. It's kind of hard to open without a wrist flick. And then right-handed, you know, it's just and because of those nice jimping on the locking bar as well, it's very easy to get to. And this is one of the few locking bars. Let me zoom back in. I'll show you. This is one of the few locking bars that I know of that it doesn't protrude past the actual handle scales yet. It's completely flush, because a lot of times they put like a little cutout, or they make the locking bar pop out just a tiny bit for your thumb to gain access to. It doesn't have it. You just have to kind of just push your thumb in between the handle scales, and then you can disengage the liner. So let me go ahead and put it side by side here. So I'll put that on the table here, and then bring out the full size Griptilian here. And you can tell it's a rather nice EDC size. So I would highly recommend putting this in your pocket. I wouldn't recommend you clipping to your pocket, but at least put it, you can just slip it in your pocket, and it'd be great. I think it's a great utility knife to take anywhere. And weight-wise, it's about the same as the Griptilian, actually. And I'm thinking it's probably because of the dual liners on inside here, where the Griptilian, it only has like the metal up here, and there's like nothing back here. So get rid of this. So anyway, so this is basically my first impression of this knife, and I really like it. I haven't used it too much yet. I've only played with it for a little bit. From what I've used it with, and I opened a few letters with it, packages and everything. It's a really nice knife, and I think I'm gonna start carrying this as well, rotated in with my other EDC blades. Like I said, I'm very impressed with this amount of jimping that's on the entire handle, and also the dual tangs here. Very nice, and very ergonomic too. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but it is very ergonomic. So I mean, again, like whether in a reverse grip or even a forward grip, this is a very nice knife to carry. So anyway, this has been my review and overall impressions of the Boker Plus Armed Forces Spearpoint. Okay, I'll catch you guys on the next review. Take care.